much TV
in too little time.
How was your week? We had a couple weeks of season finale, some good shows, some binge watching, some planned binge watching. So we're gonna get into it. Please tell me y'all watched the season finale
of Secrets and Lies. Okay, Erica, I told you all it was a sister, but I didn't know it was this sister.
We know it was a little sister.
Alright, so Abby surprised the world as she confessed that she killed Tom.
Only after her father found her bloody tennis shoes hid under the guest house. Like, total crazy situation. Long story short, and the crazy thing is she still flipped it on us, because the way she made it seem was that it was an accident to try to, get her parents back together and make sure that Tom's dad came home and stopped fighting with Jess, and that, they were running away so that everyone would come back together for the sake of the kids. And she just made it seem like it was he tried to run away and it was an accident and she hit him with the flashlight.
That ain't what happened.
Man, no, she beat that boy with the flashlight. We got a little sociopath,
okay?
Yes.
We got us a little sociopath. And then the father tried to take the blame for her.
And he turned himself in and confesses, but nobody believes him.
Especially your girl.
Cornell has come 180 degrees around. And she's definitely on Ben's side. And she, at the end of the episode, she even says, I'm going to take Abby Crawford down. Cornell, I support you. Get her. Because she's crazy. She's going to kill again.
She's a little psycho.
And I'm with the older sister, because the older sister even said that Abby needs to pay for what she did.
But I can't blame the dad for taking up for the daughter. I mean, she is a baby. She's 12. But towards the end, the little girl sent chills up my arms. She's
and
crazy.
She freaked out her mother.
She's trying to freak out everybody.
She said that if Tom just would have done what she said, basically, that none of this would have happened. She was going to kill him regardless, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she was going to drown him because he can't swim. But he ran away, which is why she beat him 6 times with the flashlight.
What kid does that?
And here it was so premeditated, because not only was it not an accident, not only did she hit him 6 times, but she tried to cover it up. She hid evidence. She planted the jacket back at Jess' house.
She's done a lot. She's a baby criminal.
She's a baby. They need to lock her up.
She's a baby criminal.
Because she's gonna do more. If
what type of jail you send her to?
You take her to juvie, and then when she turns 18, you put her in a real prison. I guess.
I don't know.
Either way,
we thought it was a season finale, but we got a little snippet and it said,
I think we have one more episode. So we're really looking forward to next Sunday. I think Cornell is about to go ham and take Abby down, and I can't wait.
Cornell has nothing better to do than take 12-year-olds down for murder.
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't know. But anyway,
it should be interesting. If you missed it, please go to abc.com or something and watch it. My mother even watched the season finale and was like, oh my God, what did I miss? This was amazing. So, really, really good season finale, and excited about next week.
A big twist.
Huge twist. They kept us on our toes.
Yeah, the whole season.
Shout out to them.
Because I was doubting that. I doubted the show, but
it really came around.
CBS and Secrets and Lies.
Yes. So also, on Sunday, part 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion came on.
It hurt my heart.
I was gonna say, I felt like I had broke up with a couple of my best friends. It just was rough. Shade on top of shade on top of shade on top of shade.
On this episode, Candy and Phaedra kind of hashed out their issues, and it didn't end good. It didn't.
Yeah, I can't even say they hashed it out.
But one thing, let me tell you something. What I've learned from the seasons and just from watching Candy, don't ever get on her bad side.
Don't get on Candy's bad side.
She's a tourist just like me, and she can hold a grudge, okay? Yes. And what it seems like, after she said, I'm done with it, I have no more to say, she was done with it. And I feel bad, because her and Phaedra were really close.
They had a wonderful friendship.
They had an excellent friendship. Phaedra was even in Candy's wedding. Yes. So, I mean, it's really sad. So, I guess that's our RIP for the week.
Yeah, this week's moment of silence, rest in peace moment, goes to Candy and Phaedra's friendship. Man, that hurts our heart. It hurts our heart.
But you know what? You know who was giving it this week? Your girl Cynthia. Every time Phaedra had something to say, Cynthia had 2 words to say back. And she was not letting down. I like the new Cynthia. Yeah. Actually, I like the new clique. If you don't ask me.
First off, I hate the cliques.
I'm not gonna say I don't like the new cliques, but I love Cynthia and I love Claudia.
Cynthia definitely has.
And I love their sassiness, and I love how they can give it to
and dish it out. Definitely.
But your girl, Portia, I just want her to be quiet.
Yeah. And I hate that she's in the divide too. And like, I feel like Candy never picks a side, but in the end she kind of loses. I feel, not in a major way, but I feel like that is tough to not, have to play both sides and be in the middle. I really hate that. But let me tell you who got on my nerves this week.
Who?
Nene. Her sarcasm is too much for me.
She gets
it was a little bad on part 1, but part 2, like, it was too much. Like the whole charity thing, she was like, "Cause I'm poor," and because I can't do like just shut up.
Shut up. And I cannot wait to the third
to see what's really going on.
To see what's going on, because she had some issues that nobody has actually touched on.
No, and
I'm curious to see what's all bottled up in that little head.
Yeah, it has to come around because I'm confused. Now I don't get it.
She confuses everyone.
Yes. So we'll be interested in seeing what happens on part 3 and how everything unfolds and comes full circle. But in the preview, it does seem like they do have a come to Jesus moment. So I hope
we'll see how long this lasts. Let me tell you, it does have to be another season. So
yeah, definitely. So
see how long that lasts.
It should be interesting. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. What happened this week?
I got something to tell you. You won't believe who made a surprise visit on Keeping Up with
the
Kardashians.
Is it Lamar?
No.
I just missed Lamar.
Baby North and Kanye West appeared on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
What?
They recorded. Kanye had North in one of his videos, and they were recording a video, and the video was filmed on an iPhone.
I think I saw the video.
So you have to be. He's a little different. So they filmed the video on his on an iPhone. And little North was in there. She looks so cute. She's so adorable. But I don't remember the name of the song, but it sounds really, really good. So it's really interesting. So big ups to Kanye and North and Kim. They look really happy together.
Aww.
And on the flip side, Courtney did give birth to baby Rain, like I said last week, but her nutty boyfriend is still
drinking,
acting a fool. Yes, he's drinking. He's leaving the house in the middle of the night. He's just really off, and I think he's overwhelmed. I mean, you got experienced a lot in the last year. Both his parents died. He's been going through a lot. He's been dealing with his alcohol issue, so I hope he get it together.
I hope so.
Just got 3 kids.
So. And they're young. Aren't they all like under 5?
Yeah.
Or Mason might be 5.
Mason might be 5. So, woo, get it together, Scott.
Stop drinking, Scott. You'll be in the same boat with Lamar. With Lamar. I'm sorry. I just missed Lamar. Okay. All right. We're going to move to Monday's Teen Mom.
As always, it was pretty good.
It was good, but it was off the hook because Amber
and her 43-year-old boyfriend, fiance, because he did propose to her this episode.
In the ring semi-diner
was a mess.
A hot mess.
But she said yes, surprisingly. I didn't think Amber was going to say yes.
Like, I don't think she
well, my favorite part was when her cousin came to the house. Her cousin came to the house, and like we said in the previous weeks, this new boyfriend of hers has posted pictures of himself and like his
hung pictures in the house
all over. And so her cousin is coming in like, what is going on? Nobody really knows what's going on. Everything is moving extremely fast, and people are concerned. Her brother even made a point and said, whatever you do, get engaged, but do not marry him because we don't know who he is, where he's come from, and exactly where his intentions are. So,
does he even work, Amber?
I don't even know if he works.
I'm confused.
But
I don't like it.
Amber, get it together, girl. We were here.
You was doing so good, and and I actually really side with the brother because, like he said, like you really can't tell anyone,
right?
If they're happy or who they should spend their life with. So I think I agree with the brother. Like, okay, if you're in love and you think this is the man you're supposed to marry, okay, fine. Y'all are engaged. Now let's ride this engagement out a little bit. Like, let's really get to know each other before y'all walking down the aisle. Weren't they talking about going to Vegas in a month? So I hope that was a vacation and not a trip to get married at the chapel.
I'm sure it's a trip to get married. But come to find out this episode, the fiance, Amber's fiance, is 4 years younger than
her
mom.
own mother.
So
creepy, Amber, run. He's creepy.
Yeah.
He's so creepy.
He's so creepy.
I have so many questions. Amber, please. I hope once we move through the season that you do not know.
I know she's gonna come back. Amber is a smart girl,
and I hope he show himself, because that just has disaster written all over it.
Right.
But can we talk about
who?
Farrah?
Farrah Abraham.
Farrah Abraham
is a loony number 2. Oh my goodness.
Her and mom. This episode, she goes to Vegas to do some appearances. We are introduced to her boyfriend. I feel like he looks a little weirded out.
I think I like him.
I mean, he's a nice guy, but I think
he's a little stable. He seems like he's calm, like he's not really hype, and he's really not. But he maybe a little too.
I think he's weirded out a little bit once we moved through the episode.
You think so?
And they were she was like, "Do you want to meet my mom?" And he kind of was like, "I mean, I wouldn't
want to meet her either."
He was crazy. Like, I feel like he didn't know whether. I feel like he kind of wanted to say no because it wasn't a big deal yet. But she kept asking, and he was like, "Okay, well, whatever you want me to do." And she's like, "Well, do you want to meet her?" Like, it was a bit much. I feel like he was a little overwhelmed.
Farrah has some coins. Okay,
Farrah is cashing out.
Is coin mommy. That's what I'm gonna call her. Coin mommy. Anyone who would get a chartered jet. Helicopter from Las Vegas to LA and it's just cool.
Right, but she said it like it was nothing. She's like, "Yeah, we leave for LA in the morning." I'm like, "Oh, okay, Delta flight, maybe first class." Man, she's like, "Yeah, we chartered a helicopter." And I was like, "Okay, cash money."
That's like fair. I mean, them sex tapes is paying off.
Farrah got that queen.
Yeah. Those sex tapes.
Shout out to Farrah. You can cash out on me, girl. You paying for plastic surgery.
Man, she got a nice mansion.
Support. I'm assuming she's supporting her parents. Man, Farrah, gone, girl, with your bad self. But it'll be interesting if this show, on this episode, it's also introduced that they're filming a pilot, like a therapy pilot for like mothers and daughters, which I really hope they take seriously, because even if the show don't get picked up, they need the help. They need the help. So that'll be interesting to see if that really pops off.
I hope so. But also on this episode, guess who returns?
Macy.
We knew she wasn't gonna be gone too long. Okay,
too long. And let me tell you,
her parents. I mean,
Ryan's parents are too cute and hilarious.
Especially with the whole porno with the 2 baby daddies.
Ryan, so in the scene, Macy's explaining like, I really don't appreciate Farrah doing the porn, so that's why I want Bentley on the show, but I'm going to do the show. And their parents are like, Ryan, being a jackass, says, well, Macy, like, what would you want me to do the show if I did a porn? And like they're like, no, Ryan. Everybody's laughing. The parents was like, yeah, maybe you guys could do one with both Ryan and Taylor and Macy. Like, what?
And then she's gonna title Macy and her baby daddy.
Like, they're hilarious. I love their relationship. But can we talk about their little Macy's and Taylor's like slight fight at the restaurant, at the Thai restaurant? And this will be the funny. It wasn't funny, but I just understand them having an argument.
Like that before.
Because I feel like I like really resonated with her. And
I think everybody did.
Like, I was like, oh, that was me. She just like was very moody, and she's pregnant. And Taylor, I feel like he was trying to be nice. He was trying to, combat it. And so she just kept getting on his nerves. And I quote, she was like, I already feel like we're married or something. And then they get into it. And then he's like, well, you bitch like a married woman. I have no idea why I thought that was so funny, but it was hilarious to me. But I know it was just
who he think he is.
It was so
that woman
funny.
Is pregnant.
She is
emotionally
pregnant.
Unstable.
But he did, in this episode, he also did kind of say that he wanted to propose before Macy gives birth. So he has like a 4 to 5 month window. So I hope he proposes.
He better get it right. I think he should.
They're really cute together.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, that was Teen Mom. Oh, and slightly, wasn't too much that happened with Caitlyn and Tyler. You kind of just see them adjusting to having baby Nova home, and all of the family are coming by to see her. So I'm so happy for them. Me too. And she's a cute little baby. She's cute. So let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
So much to talk about.
I
mean, it was just all over the place. It was so many funny parts to me.
Hilarious.
It was so funny this week. One of my favorite parts. Let's start with Young Jock and his issues.
I feel like Young Jock is Adam in the Bible who is tempted by Eve with the apple because Young Jock, first off, Young Jock can't keep his in his pants.
Nope.
Number one.
That's why he has 4 baby mamas.
And 8 kids. And can we also talk about how not only do he have 4 baby mamas, but he got 4 shiesty baby mamas because his most recent baby mama, the one he got the twin baby girls with, set him up.
Yep. And recorded their little rendezvous.
Had lunch with KD. KD, you know, she going through everything. She don't know what to believe.
Right.
She talking about something. Well, do you have evidence? Of course, the girl don't have evidence,
but she
gonna go get
but
some.
That was one of my favorite parts because not only is she trying to be sexy, but she failed at being sexy that day.
It's terrible.
I mean, she went and put on this little lingerie set, but was struggling walking in her heels.
Her sexy walk was not on point.
Like bow-legged, knock-knee all at the same time. It was a mess, but hey, Young Jock like it.
Young Jock fell right into it with no problem.
No.
Poor thing. Poor Young Jock. Poor KD. I wonder what she was thinking
about
watching that.
For KD. KD looked at that and said, I'm winning.
KD said she won't pull up on her investment when he was at, like, KD, you got to start cashing out. Sarah and KD be cashing out.
But let me tell you something, KD, that's not your line. She cannot say that.
No, you cannot
Young
say
Jock
that.
is not an investment.
At all. Like, is he paying your bill?
Exactly.
Is he taking you out? Buying you fur coats or whatever he was buying? I can't. Get yourself together, KD. But can we please talk about, and this I quote, Mama D goes to see Erica at her clothing store to talk about this whole child support thing. And she leads with this statement, and I quote, me and Scrappy was hanging out at the strip joint. Why are you at the strip club with your son?
That's her spot.
Yeah, but not with her son.
That's her partner.
That's her partner now.
That's her partner. Let me tell you something. Mama D and Scrappy have been
like this
since they first started on Love and Hip Hop.
Man, Mama D never ceases to amaze me.
No.
But we have to close this episode.
Please tell me you're gonna talk about
Rashida and Erica in the Sweet Valley
High caddy fight at the mall.
Rashida, that's not even you.
Right.
Rashida,
I
that's not even you.
I agree with you. Rashida, you just had a baby. You married with grandkids, okay?
Yeah, at this point. Like,
what you doing going flipping people's stuff, jewelry on their counters in their stores? You know, grow up, women.
Girl, y'all, that was totally out of line. Yeah. Like, who does that? So, I think that was really, really not cute at all. And the fact that y'all either consciously or unconsciously dressed alike, that was a real, like, Bobsy twinish. Sorry, y'all look like Bobsy twins.
But I'm so curious to see how these relations are going to go because Carly Red and Erica and Rashida were actually really good friends.
They really were, but it looks like there's a divide now.
Yeah.
So
that's familiar.
This should be interesting. And now I guess Carly's going to be friends with Jessica Pink. What's her name? The stripper?
Jessica Dime.
Jessica Pink, Jessica Dime. I don't know.
And it's so funny that you all say this. I actually had heard her interview with Carly Red, and she's still debating about her age. Woman, you are 50. 50.
If she's 50, though, that girl look good. She don't look 50.
But she's 50 and don't need to be on Love and Hip Hop.
She's not doing what she doing on Love and Hip Hop either.
She ain't dead.
No. So, that was interesting. And I think with everybody else, it was pretty much the same story. Stevie J does go to rehab on this episode. And daggone Jocelyn was in Buckhead trying on wedding dresses. Honey.
And rehearsing for her
some show.
So big ups to Jocelyn. Keep hustling, girl.
Jocelyn gonna hustle regardless.
Keep hustling.
So I think that was all of our shows for Monday. I think Stalker was supposed to come on. It didn't record.
I think it comes on next week.
Okay, so hopefully we will check that.
We'll be back to tell you more
next week. We're really excited about that. Back on Tuesday. Was the Newlyweds. Like I said, I'm just coasting. I did find out the season finale is actually next week, so it does look interesting. I'm just reiterate what I said last week. The producers, y'all need to just do really fresh young couples because the older couple thing, I mean, it's nice, but it's really I might be the only viewer. Like, I'm serious. it's not entertaining enough. And I mean, the storylines are not entertaining, and I mean, it's different, but it's not great. I will say at the end of the episode, one of the couples who I've mentioned before, who've only been dating for 7 months before they got married, all within 7 months. She's 8 months pregnant, but her baby apparently like stops moving. Like, and normally they have really, really active baby. When they had their ultrasound, she's like, I see you guys have a blood clot. If the baby doesn't seem as active, like, drink some sugary juice and that should pep them up. And if it still doesn't, then you need to get up to a hospital right away. And so apparently that happens at the end of the episode. And like the baby's not moving at all completely. So she like gets rushed to the hospital, real dramatic. So next week is the season finale. So hopefully she'll deliver a healthy baby. I hate to say 6 babies and hard pregnancies. And that was her worst fear. Like, that she was going to die.
She's older?
She's in her 30s, like mid-30s maybe, mid to late 30s. And her biggest fear this whole time was that she would die during childbirth. And yeah, real freaky. And her mother has passed, so she doesn't feel like she has that support and all the other stuff. But we'll see what happens in the season finale. And I definitely hope she delivers a healthy baby. But that was it for Tuesdays. Wednesdays, what happened on Criminal Minds?
Well, season finale of Criminal Minds.
How was it?
It was excellent. Jennifer Love Hewitt is on the show. She's one of the detectives, but she put in her resignation letter. She only did one season. People don't last, like, new people do not last long on Criminal Minds.
They don't.
But make a long story short, they did find her niece. Like I said, she was kidnapped, and she was a part of not a sex ring, but a killing ring, where they was trading young people, and the serial killers were killing them. They did find her niece. What I loved about her role as a detective, is that she trained her niece on all criminal things. Something that I would do to my child. Like, hey, if you get kidnapped, make sure you get them during the transition. Or
don't go to the second location. Always tell me that.
But this is what she trained her. So her niece was really on point with dealing and working with the people who kidnapped her. But at the end, she did turn in her resignation letter to Hodge. But she is pregnant. She just want to take a year off. She said she want to take a year off. So,
oh my Lord, that's a lot.
It's a lot. She got pregnant. She want to work with her niece, try to raise her. But it was a good season. But back to the old crew.
Good. They always trying to mix in some.
You can't bring in new people in Criminal Minds.
No, they work good as a team.
So season finale. This is a long show. They're gonna always have jobs.
Yeah, definitely. Them and like Law and Order SUV.
Yeah,
like you can always go with that.
So
let's hop into Thursday. Scandal was back this week. Papa Pope.
Don't mess with Papa Pope.
Like you really can't.
You can't win against him at all.
Like, there's no winning, no matter who tries. Like, the president, the U.S. government cannot take him down. His daughter can't take him down. His terrorist wife can't take him down. Jake can't take him down. Huck can't take him down. I mean, there's an ongoing list.
Well, as we know, there was a lot going on in this episode of the Scandal. Papa Pope sent another...
He like
B613 person into the mix.
He like intercedes with one of Olivia's cases.
Yeah.
To inject somebody in the case who we thought was there to help.
And he did an excellent job faking it.
A wonderful job, but killed someone else in the process in the military. Wallace, is that his name? Won't speak. The new guy. He totally won't speak. And now he's gone. Papa Pope's little minion has come and saved him.
But Papa Pope, we did see Papa Pope at the end. For some reason, Millie and Papa Pope are about to do something.
This is the Foxtail mission. Huck was trying to get it out of him, and he wouldn't talk. But now we finally know what Foxtail is, and Foxtail is going to be whatever is about to go down between, I guess at this point, the White House, because Mellie's involved, and Olivia and B613. Y'all gotta stop. Stop effing with Papa Pope.
I'm scared to watch the season finale.
The season finale is next week. I think it's going to be.
We may lose a character.
All the way real. I hope it's not Fitz.
No, it can't be.
Papa Pope always hits low when he gets frustrated.
Well,
Jake almost died.
Just from the preview, Jake is not that important. Just from the previews, we do know that the mom, Olivia's mom, is coming back.
Yeah,
some
she's
way,
coming
somehow,
back.
she's going to be intertwined with this whole Fox.
I never know whose side to take. At first, I thought Olivia's mom was like this terrible, terrible person, but I mean, if anybody knows how to get in a Roman's head, it is kind of her. Yeah. Like, sometimes you gotta consult with the enemy.
Yeah.
And negotiate with terrorists. Fitz always say, we'll negotiate with terrorists, but you might want to consider trying to take down Papa Pope. So, next week's season finale should be very, very interesting. American Crime was all the way slow this week, but the season finale is next week, Thursday. So, hopefully we kind of bring the story home. If any of you all watch American Crime, can you please explain to me what was Aubrey's point of confessing? Like, I get it because I know it was something to do with Carter, but I don't, like, ultimately she wants to be with Carter, but if she's confessing to the crime, she's going to go to jail and be on death row, possibly, so she can't be with him. Carter about to live his life, so I'm just really confused on her methods. On this episode, though, Carter does get set free from jail because Aubrey has now confessed and pled guilty. Tony's out of jail. Thank the Lord. That scene when he ran out and hugged his father was just priceless because they've really been battling against each other. And I think they really do love each other, but they couldn't connect. And finally they came around. The sister told the truth about why Tony beat the guy up, that he had beat up the sister. And it just really came full circle for that side of the story. So I'm glad that Tony's out of jail. Hopefully he will be good and they can mend their relationship. And just see what happens. So we shall see next week. I do think something major is definitely going to happen, and between Barb and whoever is, gets convicted of killing the soldier. So American Crime season finale hopefully should be really, really good. Definitely been controversial all season with everything that is so related to what's going on in today's world.
Interesting.
And then lastly, Mary
was actually really good.
It was really good.
On this episode, Erica Campbell got nominated for not one but two Grammys. And she did win one, which is an excellent accomplishment for her, especially as a solo artist. On this episode, Tina, she has like a mini breakdown in her dressing room. But she's going through a lot. It's like so much is always on Tina. Like, well, one is that she's trying to handle her manager job, her publicist job, assistant job. Like, she tries to do all these things, but it tends to weigh her down. And she reached her breaking point in her dressing room. So we see her have a little praying and shouting match, coming to Jesus moment. But she turns out and does an excellent job at her one-woman show. Really, really does. That song Destiny is one that, I mean, I'm in love with it. And I haven't even heard the whole song, but it's just so
the words of
it. It just takes you there. So, big ups to Tina.
She really did pull off.
This was the season finale.
I hate their not Bravo, Oxygen. Y'all gotta give us a better. I'm sorry, We TV. Y'all season finales are like not season.
But towards the end, Warren is telling them, "Hey, I need a Mary album from you all."
Sony is definitely on Warren's back because they know that, I guess within some contract or deal, they owe Sony another Mary deal. But clearly Erica Campbell's doing her solo stuff. Tina's doing her solo stuff with her album and her book. They have no time to do a Mary album.
I really think this is all a part of the plan. Tina and Erica are on fire right now in the gospel industry, on fire in the music industry, period. So after we see their solo careers, we always going to welcome Mary back. So I think this is the perfect time for them to produce a Mary and put out.
Yeah, they have no time though. Like, they need another year, and that's what Sony doesn't want.
They need to make time because
Warren even tried to pitch 2016, but they were like, "No, we want 2015."
It would definitely sell. I will get it.
Yeah, if they could find time to record it. That's what they don't have. They can't even record on each other's background vocals. But yeah, on this episode was really good, and it just really shows both of them thriving in their solo careers.
They're doing an excellent job.
And they're some hardworking girls.
They work their butts off.
Well,
we know one for sure.
Yes, so they're both bringing her, and looking forward to Tina's solo music. Erica's solo music is out and doing well. She led God. So that was a great season finale, and hopefully next season they'll start working on the Mary
That's
album.
what I'm looking for.
So we can pick that up. So we don't have anything on Friday nowadays.
Bring It is gone.
It's gone. So
I did tell one story. I did hear that they did announce the scholarship winners.
Oh, who was it?
Sanjay got a full scholarship. And Cameron got a full scholarship.
Yes.
The other two girls,
Kayla
and Christiana, have some tuition paid. Not full, but some, which is still good.
Nice. That's good, because Sanjay came a long way. One time she was struggling, so.
Bring It is off, but I do know for sure they're going to focus on our baby dancing dolls next year. Next season. So I'm excited. I am a Bring It
little baby.
So we're going to definitely wait for that.
So that was all our shows for this week. We did miss Prince and Elite.
I am going to binge watch
She's
Prince and
committing
Elite.
to binge watching
I
Prince
told
and
you all I
Elite.
was going to watch Prince and Elite. To give my opinion, I'm definitely going to do it.
Yeah, so I missed it this week as well. So we'll catch up. And we'll either watch it weekly. If we won't, we'll wait to the end of the season and we'll give you a whole review on the whole season. But if you're watching it, leave your comments. Let us know what happened this week, what your thoughts was, and anything else that we should be checking out. So this week was great. First, we need to take a moment and y'all give a shout out to Neesh, because her birthday on Monday. Woo-hoo! May 11th, so happy birthday to Neesh.
Thank you, Erica.
So she's heading off to Vegas for a wonderful, fun weekend. So you will definitely catch her next week. Hopefully she has recovered from her birthday festivities.
And I'll make sure I catch up on all my shows.
When when you return. So it's your girl E
and Neesh,
and we're checking out with Too Much TV.